We get underway with VLN 8. It is a much better start for the number 48 Mercedes, staying just about level with the BMW and actually giving it a good run for its money to maybe take the race lead. The problem is there's a huge BMW to its right. Who's going to be later on the brakes? Will it be the Merc? Will it be the M6? Mercedes takes the wider line. The BMW maintains station, but that will give the yellow and green Mercedes the inside line for the next bit, which is aptly the Mercedes arena. They are still completely together though, side by side, and behind them 6 and 2 inseparable for third and fourth places.
What a great start it was, as though they were told those are your positions. You will stay exactly the same distance apart, but it came down to within about 20 centimetres between the first two cars. They went down to the opening corner, but it's still the BMW ahead as they go through the cut through. Now it's all tidy behind. It looks as though it is in grid formation, the first four positions, but the car that's gained is the Conrad Lamborghini up into fifth place. That's been driven well. Then there's a tiny bit of a gap behind. I know the second of the Walkenhorst BMWs went a little bit backwards at the start, and they are fighting behind. The first five getting free.
Also having a nibble on the back of the Falcon BMW is the number 23 Mercedes. Fabian Schiller, by the look of that car, has started in the Rooster Rojo Get Speed performance car. They're going to go and try and go two abreast through the chicane. That was brave from Fabian Schiller, and there's quite a queue forming up now behind, including another one of the Falcon Motorsport cars. Also the Walkenhorst BMW, and getting a pincer movement, I thought there was the Porsche, and quite possibly, the Phoenix Racing Audi number 5, maybe started by Frank Stippler. Again, we will confirm starting drivers just as soon as they head through the first timing loop that identifies the pilots, probably at the end of the lap.
Well, that was close. That was incredibly exciting. If there wasn't any contact in the shuffling of the order, as Johnny pointed out, almost four abreast as they turned left to go off the Grand Prix loop, but very well held. And the Walkenhorst, the second of the Walkenhorst BMWs, the 35 car, managing to hold ground, having lost a bit at the start. But the car that gained position was the Conrad Lamborghini. And while all the front runners are heading out into the country, the second batch of cars just coming out of the final corner, ready for the lights on the gantry to turn from red to green, and they will be underway. Porsche Caymans to the fore at that point, but can they be as clean at the getaway as the first group of cars were? Well, it looks like they can, but the driver on pole position has got himself clear by 1.5, 2 car lengths on the run down to the first corner, so we'll be able to relax as long as the car behind doesn't decide to do a late braking manoeuvre. But no, enough of an advantage for the pole starter in the second group to pick their own line into the first corner. Those behind not having that luxury, getting a little bit tight, but certainly a very, very good job indeed from the largely Porsche Cayman-led group, which is the second batch of cars.
Yeah, Cayman's Schmickler will be in there with the yellow and black car. They certainly are. The 960 car is in there too, which is the Teichmann Racing entry, the red and black machine. Also in Cup 3, who qualified well? The Schmickler car, the 917 of Ivan Giacomo and Kai Reimer. But on pole position, it was the Mühlner Motorsport 718 Cayman. That